high winds are blowing in through Boulder County.
You know, we have been on edge all week, knowing that we will be having high winds.
This week's weather feels eerily familiar for Sheriff Curtis Johnson. So similar to the day the Marshall Fire started on December 30th, 2021.
Once the second fire, the Marshall Fire, started, I remember vividly driving down 75th Street, which is kind of central Boulder County, and my car just moving in the wind, trying to get to the office to figure out what we've got going on.
Down 36 in Louisville, Chris Schreck was working at Advent Health of Vista.
I remember the smell more than anything.
When the fire sparked.
At one point, our nurses were hosing down the grass right outside the oxygen tanks that butt up against the building, outside near the ICU. And they were just wetting the grass so that even if the fire did get that close, the tanks would not go up.
They evacuated patients. The fire came close, but the hospital survived. Chris's home did not.
We lost everything.
She and Sheriff Johnson and more than 1,000 lost their homes in the Marshall Fire. A December return of warm, windy weather brings with it a gust of unease.
There is no fear, there's a sadness. There's a real sadness that this is happening with such frequency.
This time around, Johnson feels better prepared.
Should we get a smoke report or any report of fire, we will have a massive response to that, because we know the faster we get firefighters and all the right resources there, the better chance we have of stopping fire.
Hopeful this weather blows away as fast as it came in.
And hopefully we'll be in a position tomorrow where we've made it through the wind event and we're okay.
The sheriff tells me that Marshall Fire survivors are now a very tight-knit group, constantly checking in with one another through texts and through Slack groups. And of course, they've been checking in today about the fire risks and this windy weather. The sheriff tells me he'll feel better once they've got a foot of snow on the ground and the cooler temperatures to help make sure it sticks around. Reporting live in Louisville, Rachel Krause, 9 News.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people will. This time of the year, those kind of winds brings back some real terrible memories.
Yeah, awful. Thank you, Rachel.